Welcome back to part 2 of Mega Man X4. We just got Soul Body, so we are going to take out Cyber Peacock. Now this stage has a gimmick. Let's see how well I can do it, because I messed up on my first playthrough. I may be able to do it this time, though I'm not sure. Because for whatever reason, the the Mega Man series at some point really started to like sending you into the internet. Because this game does it. 03 does it, 04 does it, the entire plot of Extreme is about that, I think, or it was Extreme 1, I think. There's a weird little thing about this stage. First off, the gimmick is you need to get to this area with an S rank, which just means doing it fast in order to get a special item. It's a heart tank, and then a sub tank, and then a Dr. Light capsule. But the weird thing about it is the icon that shows up when you get there, like it's that downward, it's the downward arrow. It's supposed to. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the hurry up initially, so I don't know why it's the downward arrow in this game. Oh, careful! Oh shit! Come on! Shit! Just the tiniest bit too slow again. It's hard to get through there because you can't destroy those yellow orbs. You can with Soul Body, but I want to keep Soul Body for this section, because I need it to destroy all the orbs here. So there's not, and since there aren't like weapon refills, it's sort of difficult to get them all in one run. Yeah, see, look how many Soul Bodies I have to use to get through here. When I'm going quickly, it should be fast enough. Okay, yeah, I didn't even get the hurry up prompt. I had 2 more, so maybe you have just enough, but that gets you the Dr. Light capsule, which is definitely more important because it improves your special weapon abilities, reduces special weapon requirements to near 0. He's not kidding about that. You get the helmet upgrade, you can use your special weapons infinitely, so long as you don't charge them. Charging them still uses up weapon energy, but if you don't charge them, you can use them as much as you want. There is no penalty. Which just makes the boss fights even easier. Because now there's absolutely no limit to how much you can use their weakness. Now we have some gravity switching, because X5 also does this. Neither one's really done all that well. You just gotta make sure these balls get out of the way. This is a lot easier to dodge than it looks. Wow, okay. That was beautiful. That was just beautifully designed irony there. So that is the first time I've ever gotten hit by that. Ever. Yeah, so sometimes you have to use these balls to destroy these, I call them firewalls. You gotta make sure it rolls down far enough when you flip gravity. And then right through here should be the boss room. Yep. So let's get out Soul Body. And now we have Cyber Peacock. Ooh, CX4, except it's not. Its potential is limitless? Not possible. Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? I was ordered to test your abilities. It's quite simple. What? Prepare yourself. And hey, we look at that icon. He's not with Repliforce either. If you're lucky, you can hit him twice before he goes back, but it hardly matters because you have infinite Soul Body. So you do this, he's pretty easy to manipulate. Look at that, I'm actually getting him in a really good pattern right now. Oh, there we go, he broke it. He didn't get the chance to attack, but he broke the pattern. Oh, damn it. I really wish Soul Body still counted as an attack, like while you were using it. Like while it was either going out or coming back, if it still had a hitbox. I mean, because it's still there. It's returning to you, but it's still there. And there's Cyber Peacock. So our next order of business is going to be going right back into Cyber Peacock stage. Now that I can use Soul Body as much as I want, I need to get that sub-tank. We got Aiming Laser, because X can't aim his weapons normally. Yeah, I know. Okay, we're right back into the stage. For right now, there's not too much to go go back for. We don't have to get anything in. Web Spider stage we still need to get a weapon for. Oh shit, I forgot which button it was. Yeah, there's a lot of things in this game that just like to grab you, though. Thankfully, my score here no longer matters. It's not like X8 where you have to get good scores on everything in order to get the item, because, you know, that's fun design. And I'm really happy X8 does that. They hide away some really good items that way. So I'm really glad for that design. It's not like X8 is already filled with a lot of just not fun level design that a lot of people seem to ignore and say, like, oh, X8 was the last good one. Like, I mean, it was the last one entirely. But God, no, so many X8's a well-designed... X8 has a lot of good stuff about it, but it's just... There's just so many stages in that game that are just not well-designed. They're just annoying. Okay, so we got that. Now we go for not Storm Eagle, but Storm Owl. Oh, I'm sorry, as the guy in this game pronounces it, Storm Owl. With a space fortress to conquer the air. I think that's overkill. An air fortress would have been enough. You don't need a space force. Space fortress. Well, here we go. This is the stage where I had the most trouble in my first playthrough, and it's probably where I'm going to have the most trouble this time too. Not because of the stage itself, it's not hard. But there's an armor capsule in this stage, and it is easily the most annoying armor capsule in the series to get. Aside from maybe some X6 stuff, just because... X6 I tend to give a pass to these sorts of things, because it's like, well, yeah, everything in X6 was terribly designed. Everything in that game was a pain. Even if it itself wasn't a pain, the fact that it's part of X6 makes it a pain. Independence Day, that? I find it weird, like, that's gotta be a reference to Independence Day, right? I mean, it looks exactly like it, but this game came out the same year, so did they add that obstacle, like, super late into production? Because it would have only been, like, a couple months after, after Independence Day would have... Okay, I don't know why it took so long to chase after him. Anyway, here's our first ride armor, the game. The most important thing to note about it is that when you can charge the shots and they home, they're powerful. But if you start charging the shot, then you lose your ability to move. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, our ride armors are handled the same way they were in the first two games. Except there's two this time, and neither of them's a ride chaser. So, I love that. You can, if you stand close enough, you can shoot through the wall to hit them. Okay. Either way, here comes the Dr. Light capsule. You guessed it, it's up there. How the hell are you supposed to get that? This is before, like, items were invented to make you invulnerable to spikes. Well, that's what Lightning Web is for. You can shoot the Lightning Web, and it creates a little wall that you can jump off of. The problem is, the placement is really difficult. You have very little room for error. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Yeah, so if you get a game over, you can continue from right here. So you unfortunately still have to go through this section a lot. And I got like 3 game... On my first recording, I got like 3 game overs here. So that just goes to show how much of a pain this is. It's not quite as annoying as getting that one sub-tank in ZX, which is... I've never been able to do. It's just so hard. Nope. Okay, I didn't move. I didn't hit the D-pad at all. It's just when he gave up his hover, he just decided to die. Because, you know, there's that tiny little barrier on the left there that I can use to give myself a second shot without killing myself. But no, he didn't feel like doing that. I don't get it. Yeah, so far this is really looking like a retread of the first playthrough. Okay. There we go, okay. That took me way less time. Charge up to 4 blasts at a time, so... The arm capsule in this game is the same as it's handled in... is the same as it's handled in X2 and 3, where you hold down the button to build up multiple charge shots. I said in the X2 and 3 playthroughs that I don't like that. See, it takes longer to charge, but now when you let it go... First off, when you let go of the button the first time, you don't already fire off a charge shot, so that's already annoying, but... Now you have 4 little charge shots to fire off. I already said this isn't my preferred. I don't like this. I prefer to much have one big charge shot. Well, don't go back down yet. There's another arm capsule here. This is the plasma shot. This is what I'm into. This only gives you one charge shot, but it's really big, really powerful, and it leaves behind a... I can't show it off here, but look at how big that is. Unfortunately, we have to listen to Dr. Light talk again. That's fine. It's really big, really powerful, and I can't show it off here. Thankfully, you can just do that. And if it destroys an enemy, it leaves... Or if it hits an enemy, it leaves behind a little ball of plasma that continuously deals minimal extra damage. And, you know, that's just a... Like, look at that. If you're really good, you can score some damn good damage with that. So yeah, you just need to wait for this thing to open up. Boom. That plasma shot can really save your hide. Against normal enemies. Most bosses are immune to it. You know, they'll take the damage from the normal shot, but they're immune to the all the extra functions. And you know most people like it because it's the one that returns for when hold on. How dare you destroy my unit? You'll pay for this with your life. And I can still move the laser while he's talking. Oh, a little late. Okay. But you know it was definitely the more popular choice of the two, because first off, the ultimate armor in this game, this was the first game to introduce the ultimate armor. When it showed up in this game, it's just an upgraded version of the fourth armor, though I personally like to call it the force armor. It's just an upgraded version of this, so it has all the same functions as this armor, except you have infinite Nova Strike. Different, but what they give you the shot upgrade, the arm upgrade, and they give you the plasma shot. When the force armor returns in X5, it has the plasma shot. The ultimate armors in both X5 and X6 have the plasma shot. Even X8's ultimate armor has the plasma shot. So it's clearly the better weapon. There we go, we've beaten 4 Mavericks, and now it's time for our little mid-stage. Sir, it's a message from the Colonel. X, I'll wait for you to Memorial Hall. Make sure you show up on time. Sir, this must be a trap. Perhaps, but I won't run this time. Did you run last time? So yeah, we have a little mid-stage that is purely comprised of a boss fight. Now, this is a difference between X and Zero's playthroughs. They're mostly the same, aside from how they play. But Zero does not fight Colonel here. He just gets a cutscene. Colonel, stop this foolishness now. Never. Colonel, please, think this over. The Repliforce must be independent. Our battle will determine this. It's honestly not a very good spotlight effect. So Colonel's pretty damn easy, all things considered. So you can see he's immune to all the extra damage of the plasma shot. You just have to know his pattern. He's slow right now. You'll fight him again later where he's a lot faster. But for right now, he's pretty easy to handle. You can just... Oh, I was about to say you can easily jump over all his attacks, and then I immediately take damage. This is just a playthrough of irony. Like, every time I say something, I'm immediately proven wrong. So, you know, this is a... Oh, accidentally air dashed there. Maybe it'd be nice if the dash wasn't mapped to double tapping the D-pad. Why was that a thing for so fucking... I mean, it's still a thing. But why did they wait so long to give you an option to turn it off? Like, I don't want it. Like, I saw someone say it best. Like, the reason you're tapping the D-pad instead of holding it down is because you're trying to move very gently, to move very delicately. So why is the double tap just make you rocket forward? Impressive, but the result won't be the same next time. Until then. Colonel! Little detail, despite the fact that the portraits barely appear, a little detail I like is that they do have unique portraits depending on what armor upgrades X has. Okay, so we beat Storm Owl. That means next is Magma Dragoon. He's easily the most popular Maverick in this game just because he has more to do with the game than anyone else. We saw him in the intro stage, and he betrayed the Irregular hunters and hid himself inside the volcano. It's a good thing we're Maverick hunters. We never had to deal with betrayal like that. Except for Mac. Turncoat. Yes, in Japan, the Maverick hunters are known as Irregular hunters, which is a much stupider name, and I hate it. And for some reason, they completely forgot to translate that, and they didn't fix it. Despite the fact that I understand they don't want to change many things. Like, I saw them fix one spelling error. You know, the damn, it's a dead end from the end of X3. And they changed a little bit of text in X5. Some of it was the whole Guns N' Roses copyright thing, which I can talk more about when we get to X5. So, yeah, they changed all of the names of the Mavericks to their better names. I'm saying that right now. They're better names. But I can never really dodge those just because they come so frequently. And that one just slammed me on the head. But X5 also changed a bit of text where Volt Kraken refers to Launch Octopus. They talk about Launch Octopus, and in the original game they mistranslated it as Octopardo, which is closer to his Japanese name. So they fixed that in this collection. And so I understand they don't want to change too many bits of text just because they are what's the word I'm looking for? That is just part of the game. Stop with the meteors. There you go. That's how you get that heart tank. Too many meteors. Climb, please, climb. There you go. So we're already off to a really bad start here. Thanks for that tiny bit of health, because there's just so many damn meteors. So many damn meteors. This is the only reprieve we have. We get a ride armor, and this is more of the punch variety of ride armor. Ow. I'm always disappointed by the fact that X3 is the only game with ride armors where the health bar actually shows you how much health the ride armor has. We didn't get it for very long, right? Oh, what are these? You destroy those, come right on under. And what's that? We got into the boss fight with a ride armor. This is gonna be good. X, you've arrived. Dragoon, why did you betray the HQ? Why is there so many V's in this? The Repliforce, the HQ. You don't need them. You'll have to defeat me first. But we're allies. You're so naive. Listen closely. I let the Sky Lagoon fall, and I do it again. No, those were innocent people. You're not Dragoon, just a Maverick. You got that right. Power up, X. It's time you showed me what you can do. So Magma Dragoon is dangerous because he's been training under Gen. So he's got the Hadouken and the Shoryuken. And the, before even Joe, he's got the Red Hot Kick. Red Hot Kick. Look at that. That is just straight a Red Hot Kick from Beautiful Joe. Yeah, but, except you have a ride armor, baby. I can just ignore most of his attacks. That one I want to try and get out of the way of, but sometimes I notice too late. He doesn't usually do that attack. Okay, and he does that rainstorm attack that I don't usually see him do. There we go. One double cyclone is enough to take him out. There's a trophy in this collection for beat Magma Dragoon with deliver his final hit with the ride armor without letting it get destroyed. I got that on my first one. You are strong, X. Such a waste. Why, Dragoon? Always wanted to fight you. Then he appeared and... He appeared? Who? Told me to work for Repliforce. To goad you into fighting. You did it just so you could fight me? It was worth it. For a final duel. Dragoon! Little detail I like here. You don't get a victory. The victory jingle there. I like that. Rising fire. Okay, good. Here's a good time to call part 2. We just beat Magma Dragoon. So, We'll see you next time for part 3 of X4.